they can pull something out of nowhere, like we've seen so far this season.
Like they did in round 1 against Panton Hill.
Exactly.
And that's the siren. We're ready to get underway for this big clash. Panton Hill versus Parkside, the Ben Friley Oval in Hurstbridge. And looks like Parkside is going to get the first clearance of the game. Tracking after that footy for Panton Hill was McGough. He's been one of their star performers this year. He pushed that one out to the wide boundary line, and now picking that one up off the deck is Jamie Gresham here for Parkside. He breaks away from one and goes with a long left foot kick down to half forward. One-on-one contest. It's going to be Burton going up against, couldn't quite see that player. His name is not on my team sheet, number 5 there for Panton Hill. Going in really hard with Anthony Bryce. And it's going to be a free kick to that man on the right half-back flank in front of our commentary wing.
Bryce kicks out to the wing, chasing it down and more. Can't keep it in, and it trickles over the boundary line for throw-in centre wing. Very muddy conditions along the wing here. Right in front of us, there's a big mud patch, and it's going to be like that right across the ground, I think.
It's really wet on the outskirts of the ground, but in the middle it still looks firm enough. I think that probably that wicket area might get a bit damp, but through the centre corridor it's actually held up quite well.
Venables trying to get that one. Wells diving in as well. Ball still on the ground here. Thompson tries to get it out. A lot of bodies flying in here on the wing. Ball eventually comes out, trying to track it down. Abdouid taps it towards the forward 50 here for Parkside. It goes in there, taking the mark back there. I think that might be Joffa Byron up there who's taking the mark in the forward line. Who's that? Just can't see his number from this angle here, but he'll turn around in just a moment.
It's like it's for mine. It looks like it actually might have been Williams who's taking the mark.
Zach Williams taking the mark. I think Joffa Byron's played more of a defensive role this season for Panton Hill.
He's playing almost that sweeper role across half-back, isn't he?
So Zach Williams is going to line up. Not much of an angle to speak of, maybe 45 degrees, but he's pretty much directly in front here. Right behind us, and kick is on the way, and he's got the first goal of the day.
It's a great start there for Panton Hill, isn't it? I mean, in wet conditions, we spoke about it earlier, Tom, you want to get that first goal, and it's always easy to play footy from the front, and in wet conditions it's so hard to come from behind. So Panton Hill off to a flyer, Williams getting that first goal, and obviously early on in quarters, I think you see when the greatest scoring is going to be done, the ball's not as heavy. I think as the quarter progresses, it will become that almost soap-like scenario. It's going to be hard to pick it up and hard to kick it long distances.
And the players do tire at the late part of quarters as well, so that is also a contributing factor to the free-flowing play at the start of the game, which we hope for. And back in the middle now, charging through that pack, a couple of Panton Hill players. Handball comes out for Parkside, round the back of the contest, trying to set up something here. That's Venables, and little quick kick forward up to half forward. That was intercepted there by a strong man, and now going hard after it and tackled straight away is a Panton Hill player on the wing here, on the right wing, in front of our commentary position once again. And the score is 1 straight 6 Panton Hill to 0-0 Parkside.
So Craneborg in the ruck. I think looks like Thompson in the ruck again. He was rucking last week in the absence of McKinlay. Ball still trapped here, extracted now, going up to the half-forward flank for Panton Hill. The chase is on, tracking back there. Parkside get first hands to it. A little kick around the back there from Darren Gresham. Kicks it inside his defensive 50. That was a dangerous one. Contest. Ball on the ground here. Parkside. Well, a free kick has been given, and it will go to Parkside, so they'll play out the other side of the ground. Kicking out there. Thompson has to take it on the bounce. He's harassed there from McGough, and the ball just stays in for a little while. McGough gets it back. It stayed in, going inside forward 50, and a good hit up to Finnan. McGough did really well to keep that ball in play and hit Finnan on the chest. And Finnan's going to go back, tucked up along the boundary line, and he'll have a shot at goal.
That's a pocket. He took 3 big marks last week, and they featured in the top 5 players of the day. He had a quarter out in the second term. Certainly likes playing for that end. As he comes in now, shot on goal, looks to be missing near side. Opportunity missed there for the Panton Hill Football Club. They do lead early on. It's 1-1-7. Parkside yet to score and yet to really pass the centre part of the ground.
Setting up well here, Panton Hill. Every time Parkside try and get it past their halfway line, they've got that sweeper back. And their midfield's working nicely in close, keeping the ball bottled into their forward half.
So kicking out from fullback, Burton takes the mark in at the centre half-back position for Parkside. Just looking for options up the field. Goes with a little chip to Venables. That was a dinky one. Ball on the ground here again. Panton Hill players are rushing. Parkside get it back here. Kick was smothered. Still remains inside the forward 50. Venables tries to run it out. Great tackle there. And that
pushing the back pay.
Pushing the back. So Parkside have it. And I think is that a 50-metre penalty? He has.
Did he point the wrong way, did he?
I think, well, he actually pointed the right way. I think Bryce actually thought it'd be a free kick for holding the ball, and he's kicked it forward in anticipation to get the ball in early before numbers flood back, but unfortunately the free kick had gone the other way, so now an opportunity for, well, it will be Parkside's first inside 50 entry. It'll be interesting to see who the big target is up forward.
Must be clever when they get these opportunities here, Parkside. You know, Panton Hill has a very tight defence, and this is a much easier chance to set up a score than they will get for most of the day. So Jordan Venables, fair distance with a wet ball, probably about 35 to 40 metres out. And he comes now. And the right foot kick is on the way. Is it going to make the distance? No, it's just going to fall short off a few hands and through for one behind. The first score of the day for Parkside, 117 Pan Hill. Parkside, one behind.
I think kicks like that just indicate how hard it's going to be to score goals today. On a dry day, you'd expect him to kick that 9 times out of 10. Leant back on it, probably really kicked through it. But it's disappointing the fact they only had one number back on the goal line to Pantheon Hills 2. And just those little things, you want them switched on early on, trying to keep the ball in play there and lock it up in the goal. So it's probably a better option than getting the one behind on the board.
So kick out from fullback from Panton Hill, kick up to the right half-back flank. Good mark taken there by Gilmore, who plays on straight away to the running of, looks like Strongman there. Kicks off the side of the boot. He was tackled in the kick. Bryce tries to get it back. Smith now getting down low for Parkside. Ball on the ground here still. A lot of players running in the wet weather. Kick up inside the forward 50 now. Parkside with a good chance here. Bennett tries to get it down low. It was held, and it will be a free kick to Andrew Bennett of Parkside. So they'll have their second shot at goal in the same minute. And another opportunity here for Parkside's first goal of the day.
He's about 5 metres further out than what we saw earlier when Venables had the shot. I think he's a probably better kick. I think that's granted now, Bennett. So he is a goal kicker. He's the lively type. Another one we mentioned in the pre-game as needing to have a big game if Parkside have any chance of an upset. When he gets onto that, makes good connection, but it was always missing near side. So another minor score there, and it's now Parkside 2 behind. Panton Hills 117. The goal kicker so far was Zach Williams.
Kick out again from fullback, and this time into the opposite pocket. Panton Hill going up towards the half-back flank. Coming out from the back there, not taking the mark, and the ball's being punched over the boundary line for a throw-in on the half-forward flank for Parkside. So a good little forward movement here for Parkside. Now their turn to have it inside the forward 50, and there'll be a throw-in on the outer side.
So the umpire balls it back in. Krimborg gets up high, but the third man up was able to tap that ball down. There's a lot of players at ground level, about 10 or 15 players all in the one contest there. A little snap around the corner there from, I think it was Krimborg, and he got it to the wing position. Now going in hard, Panton Hill still with the footy here. Scrubby kick up between wing and half forward, more into the middle of the ground actually, but nicely done there by Venables off half back, reading the play better than anyone else and moving it back inside forward 50 for Parkside. High ball, it's a 3-on-2 here. Panton Hill have the numbers. Now it becomes a 4-on-2 as Bryce gets over the top of the footy. He only paddles it back as far as a Parkside player, but Bryce goes in hard again. He's going to lock it up here in front of our commentary position, and we'll have a bounce.
Just a small thing to note. I think in most pack situations you see more white jumpers around the ball. I think Panton Hill getting more numbers to the contest, probably just working that bit harder at the moment, indicating why they're the number one side in the competition.
Jason Evans got up a little bit groggily there for Parkside, for Panton Hill, so we'll keep an eye on him. He looked a little bit worse aware. Ball spills out now. Jason Evans is in the contest for the ball here on half-back. He gets it. Looking fine now, Evans. He kicks up towards the wing. Parkside plays underneath this one. Ball off hand. Smith gets it. He's bumped off the kick there, but it kicks into the middle of the ground. McGough, a big punch over the back. Comes back to Burton here for Parkside, and they're away on the outer side. A kick out finds his man out there. Good mark taken.
And good mark.
It's Knowles out there.
It is Knowles. He takes it on the outer side. Looks inboard. Goes a bit past Hockey. That was a bit of a dangerous kick there, and Bryce takes it centre half back, and now it's Panton Hill's turn to go out of defence.
He's had plenty of the footy, Bryce, and the ball now moved out to the right wing, right in front of our commentary position. Going after it was Lowther. Parkside player trying to make it difficult for him, and he did very well. That was McLaren, and he got a little handball out to a teammate. Might get it back here, McLaren. He has to go for the second effort, but nice work there by Gilmore to scrub it to forward 50 here for Panton Hill. Ball at ground level. Parkside with possession, trying to clear the footy, and a nice mark again by Gilmore from the clear and kick. Has been involved in the last 30 seconds a couple of times, and he can set up a scoring opportunity here if he kicks the ball well, kicks it long and high to the hot spot, almost a mark there over the back. Parkside with the numbers at ground level, trying to get the ball out of defensive 50. Venables going in hard again. He's had a bit of the footy. Free kick is going to be paid advantage as well, and it might be dribbled through for a goal here for Panton Hill. I think it is. Umpire waved it on and said, go ahead with your shot, and that one straight through the middle. Panton Hill have got two.
I think we're all caught off guard there. The kick coming from the back of the pack. It was a free kick originally to Amore, who held off the footy. Advantage played. I'm not too sure where that might have come from. It might have been Duckworth at the back. It was a kick behind the playing group. But it all started from a turnover here in the wing. McLaren did really well. Got a handball off to Thompson, who just wasn't clean. Obviously, the ruckman a bit slower to react below the knees. But from that turnover, Gilmore was great to pump the ball forward as well. But an opportunity missed from Parkside, and Panton Hill making them pay the ultimate price.
So ball back in the centre of the ground here. Thompson and Cranborg to do the ruck work. And again, as we'll see a lot of times during today, the ball wrapped up in the middle of the ground. And the secondary stoppage here from the restart of play. So Panton Hill with the first 2 goals of the day. Parkside with just 2 behinds to their name. Tap down. A lot of players still around this one here. It comes out to the outer side. Panton Hill, good opportunity here, but the Parkside players come diving in, and the ball still going around there, still bobbling, still free, and Panton Hill are going to come away with it here. A kick inside the forward 50 for the Redbacks. Going in there, Finnan flew from the back. Surely that's a free kick, I think, to Gresham.
That's courageous by Gresham. He's actually coming back from a nasty throat injury, and to run back into the pack like that, showing no, real regard for his own safety, just playing the team game. Magnificent effort there.
Ball back in the centre of the ground here. Parkside with a good run on play here. Kick into the forward 50. Box is going to get there first. Dives down low. Goes again for the second efforts. Ball heading out towards the boundary line. He keeps it in. Did very well there, Will Box. Looking for a man and goes to Bryce, who's sitting right in the middle of defensive 50. He goes to the outer side now. Good switch here from Panton Hill. The kick was a scrubber. Comes out to Amore though. Has to take it the second time. Bounces up for him. Dances around one. Did really well.
Great tackle.
Great tackle from McLaren. Umpire said nothing. Play on. Brendan O'Connor kicks inside the forward 50, but to no one in particular, and Gresham's going to repel out of defence. Kicks up to centre half back, and Hockey takes it.
And they're running now Parkside with an opportunity if they can kick the ball well. That one straight to a one-on-one contest, but they've still got the run of the footy here. High ball inside forward 50. It's one for the high flyers. Not really the day for it though. And Panton Hill will clear. They had the numbers there at that contest, and the ball coming out towards our commentary position. Lowther in pursuit. With him was Wells, and the umpires paid the free kick for holding on without having the footy. It's going to go to Adam Wells right in front of our commentary spot.
He did that really well, Wells, pardon the pun there, but he just tapped it out in front rather than taking possession. Obviously his opponent overzealous, assuming that he would take control of the ball, but in doing so, holding him without it. So really well done, and it's going to be a tough day. You mentioned it, Tom, kicking high long balls to the forward line is going to be making it pretty tough for players like Thompson with 2 or 3 numbers dropping back. It's always hard to take a mark overhead in the wet.
So 13 plays 2 here early on in the first quarter. Panton Hill with the advantage. Tap out the back from Thompson. Goes to no one there, but extracted there from from Panton Hill. Lowther couldn't take the mark on the wing. He gets it again the second time. That looked like a throw there from this position. Ball still locked up on the wing, and there'll be a stoppage.
Opportunity now to go around the grounds, and Heidelberg West is 2-2-14, trailing Watsonia 3-5-23. Reservoir off to a fast start, 2-1-13. St Mary's just the 2 behinds.
Lowther wrapped up in a tackle. Fans call for ball. Ball's still in there. McKinlay now. This is his first opportunity of the game. Good tackle there from the Panton Hill player there, Smith Duckworth. And he's going to get the free kick here as well. Plays on quickly, finds a Moray on the outer side. He has to play on quickly. Handball now, good string of handballs here. Hendry with the kick on goal. Good smother. And Parkside are going to get it back here in defence. A lot of players still around the ball. Have to be clean here in the wet conditions to get it out of defence. It's still bobbling around the half-forward flank area for Panton Hill. A lot of pressure being applied, and I think the boundary line is going to be favourable for Parkside.
Just some better defensive efforts lately from Park. So that was Jaden Went with the smother. Ran about 10 metres and dived a full stretch. We mentioned Gresham before, so they're certainly in the game. Going to find it hard to score, but certainly throwing their bodies into the contest better than they were in the first 5 minutes.
Ball comes out from the back half for Parkside, and a nice mark taken there by Jamie Gresham. The umpire has paid 50 metres, I think, and it's going to be another 50 metres. That's the second one of the game that's going to go Parkside's way. Couldn't quite see what that was for. That
was actually running into the danger area. As he went to switch play, just the man running through just far too close to the player taking his kick.
So another opportunity for their first goal today, Parkside. Once again, no, it wasn't the high ball. I thought they were going to go with the high ball into the forward half, but it was a smarter option. And the player found out
Hockey out there.
Hockey wide on the outer side. Just sliding a little ball inside forward 50, one-on-one contest. It was Burton at the fall of that. The Panton Hill defence is miserly, and a long, high torpedo barrel punt out to the half-forward line for Panton Hill is almost going to land on the chest of Brendan O'Connor. Gets back onto it now, slides the ball into inside forward 50. Chance for a goal here. Snap around the corner from 40 metres out. It looks pretty good. Oh, great mark taken there on the goal line, and it has been taken by...
Finnan on the goal line.
I think it may be Finnan, the big fella.
Yeah, confirmation as he turns around, gets on the left boot and puts it through. So the one-handed grab in the goal square there by Ben Finnan. He kicks Panton Hill's 3rd goal of the afternoon. They are 3 goals, 1-19. Parkside just 2 behind. I think that the highlight and all that was the quick ball movement, really. Yep. For a wet wet day, that was just almost like playing in the dry conditions. Went straight down the middle of the ground, and Finnan, well, that was a sensational mark, 1-on-1 in the square. I guess again though, down the other end you saw Panton Hill defenders making it a 2-on-1, 3-on-1 contest when the ball was coming in long and strong, whereas down the other end it was a 1-on-1 contest for Finnan. Hadn't he marked it, he was still an opportunity at ground level.
So important to be outnumbering the opposition on a wet day like this. If you get a heaps of numbers around the footy, that's going to greatly increase your chance of getting your hands on the footy.
Just spotted up Joffa Byron playing up in the forward line as well for Panton Hill, so going back to his old position there. Ball back in the centre of the ground. Panton Hill trying to clear it, but it comes to the player there, looks like Ramos on the wing. Ball still in the centre of the ground here. A lot of wet weather footy, plenty of water in the middle of the ground. Air kicks flying around a lot of times here for both sides. Ramos in there again, and there'll be a free kick, I think, has been picked out here. Parkside get the advantage. So kick out to the wing. Gresham in the chase for this one. So is McKinlay. Does well to just keep it in. No. It's gone out of bounds. So actually,
I think it's a high free kick paid. I think his efforts to dive across, the opponent came up and got him high, and probably just deserts there for McKinlay. Really threw his body at that footy.
McKinlay kicks inside the forward 50 out the back. I think a free kick has been paid here, and it will be for a push in the back. And so Parkside will get a free kick in the forward 50. This is, I think, the second one they've had here in their forward line. And is that Thompson?
It is Thompson. Just really important he puts this one through, isn't it? They've had 3 now set shots on goal. This will be the 3rd. Haven't put any through. And it's just important to keep some scoreboard pressure on Panton Hill, because the margin has escaped out to 17 points. An opportunity now for Thompson. Kick is
not bad.
Just home, I think. The umpire's done some work, but gives it the sign of approval, and Michael Thompson kicks Parkside's first goal of the afternoon. They are 1-2-8, Panton Hill 3-1-19. I think that one all goes back to McKinlay, that effort on that half-forward flank, the dive across the footy, again putting his body on the line, and I guess in the end, his teammate doing the right thing by him and putting the goal through.
7 times in the best, and his 7th goal for the year there for Michael Thompson, so he's been a extremely good contributor for Parkside in 2013.
He was actually the best and fairest winner at Thomastown last year, and came across to George the Tooth. Actually played predominantly as a ruckman last year, this year sharing the duties with McKinlay.
So back in the middle, Rucks to go at it once more. And as we've mentioned a few times, very sloppy game to call at the moment. Quick kick comes out, and an opportunity here for Parkside. Running inside 50 was Jamie Gresham, and the kick just going to touch in the left forward pocket. It's about 5 metres out from goal.
Good bit of movement there from Parkside through the middle of the ground. Probably the first time we've seen a really swift clearance from the centre, given the wet conditions. So that was well done from Parkside. And another opportunity here to get a score on the board with a
really good opportunity too.
Throw in the pocket. Just waiting for the boundary umpire to do her duties. Ball thrown in here out the back. Thompson gets a little tap onto it. Ball bobbling around here. Toffelon, he was caught in the tackle. McLaren getting down low as well. A lot of players around this one. And I think we'll have a stoppage here in the centre of the Parkside forward 50.
Probably more so than on dry days. It's really important if you're as a forward to get the ball out of bounds. That centering ball, isn't it, back in from the throw, and puts it in a dangerous spot.
Ball still here, and Parkside players coming in. A kick off the ground there, diving down low. Panton Hill eventually get it out towards the perimeter of the forward 50. Again, a lot of players around this one. Ramos trying to get his hands onto it. He's caught up in a double tackle, and there will be another stoppage here on the forward 50 line for Parkside. Craneborg and Thompson in the ruck. Craneborg taps it down, double-handed, and the ball hits the deck again. We'll have another stoppage. So, slow-moving game as you'd expect here in the wet.
Michael around the grounds again. Reservoir 3-3-21 to St Mary's 2 behinds. Watsonia 3-5-23 to Heidelberg West 2-2-14.
Craneborg taps it out the back, but it comes to Jamie Gresham. He kicks again into the pocket, and again it goes out of bounds in a similar position to his previous kick.
You feel like that might be a set play. Jamie Gresham twice has gone to that exact same spot in the left forward pocket for a boundary throw-in. Maybe they feel that these stoppages deep inside forward 50 are the best chance of getting goals against this very resolute Panton Hill defence.
Well, it locks the ball in, doesn't it? More than anything, it just ensures they keep the ball inside their forward 50. Gresham obviously missed the opening part of the year. He's an important figure in this Parkside team.
So in the pocket here, Panton Hill get it out of defence and kick up to the half back flank. Lowther takes the mark, really well done. Handball's off to the run of Amor. He now has a kick up along the wing, kicks, finds a man, ball hits the ground, off hands. Good chance here for Parkside to go back inside the forward 50. A little handball was wayward there, but coming back with it was Smith. He kicks high up to centre half forward. A mark is needed here for Parkside. Fly out the back. Gurkovic couldn't get a hand on it. Potter, he was hassled and harassed there. Panton Hill, well, a kick on the ground. Bryce getting down low for it. Handballs out to Amore. He's done well on half back. He gets it up again to the wing. A one-on-one contest here. Reinforcements coming in from the back, and Zach Williams takes a mark up on the wing.
They've always just got that escape clause, don't they? That time there, Amore, that number on the outside, get the handball out and get that free touch on the outside.
Byron couldn't take the mark. Ball goes out of bounds, and there'll be a throw in centre wing on the near side.
Amore, Lowther, and the other player that I was focusing on before, I couldn't quite see what his name was. There's another one. Amore and Lowther in particular, I've seen across the back half gather the ball about 5 or 6 times uncontested, get a little handball back to them, and they've been able to deliver the ball freely, and they're both good ball users.
Possibly Bryce could have been the other one.
Bryce was, yes, he's had a fantastic start.
Yeah, ball up on the wing now, and Craneborg takes a strong mark on the defensive side of the centre square. Panton Hill looking to go forward again. A left foot kick up to the left forward flank here for Panton Hill. Joshua Byron's out the back, but it looks like Parkside will get first hands to it. Gresham, little underground handball, finds his man, and they'll play up along the wing now. Kick up to the right forward flank. Parkside on the run. The mark is taken, and he'll have the mark here. So waiting for his men to get inside the forward 50. A little wobbler kick to the goal square. It's going to trickle over the boundary line for another throw in the pocket. So again, we'll have a stoppage inside the Parkside forward 50. Another opportunity here for Parkside to get on the scoreboard.
It was an open forward line that time. There was an Abdul Wahed was one-on-one in the goal square. The ball out of bounds now, but certainly a lot more open than it has been in the past couple of entries.
Ball thrown up. Craneberg taps it down, bobbling around. Panton Hill again will clear out of defence. This time McGough, he kicks up to the wing. A contest on the flank. A good mark taken out the back there, and they'll have it here. Sableberg takes that one, and so Parkside are going to go back inside the forward 50. A high kick up to the hot spot out the back. Who can take the mark? Abdul Wahed flies for it. Couldn't take it. Strongman out the back, off the ground, and rushes the behind. So Parkside now move to 1-3-9. Panton Hill still leading 3-1-19.
They're certainly in the game, aren't they, Parkside? Their endeavour's been great in the past 10 to 15 minutes. 10 points of difference on the scoreboard, but certainly their application's been great.
On the wing here, Ramos hassling and harassing his man there, taking it out there. Very well done. Panton Hill kicking up towards the wing. The free man takes the mark. Oh, he just drops it at the last moment. Knowles now, a good chance for Parkside to get it back. A good tackle there laid from Zach Williams on Gresham. It spills out for Bryce. Panton Hill going inside forward 50 here at the back. Lowther takes the mark. That was really well done from Panton Hill. Good movement.
What a beautiful pass there into space by Bryce. It was absolutely sensational. The tackle as well, you mentioned, I think it was from Williams, wasn't it, on Gresham. Just gave him no time. The ball spilled out, and as good players do, Bryce had the time, the space, and he put it out onto the chest of Lowther, who will go back now from about 35 metres out directly in front.
And it was Abe Williams on half back who was fantastic also, and Lowther with that kick has just sprayed it to the left, unfortunately for Panton Hill supporters.
So 3-2-20 now for Panton Hill. Parkside 1-3-9. There'll be a kick out from full-back, just waiting for the ball.
No one behind the goals down at that end. The players are forced to jump over the fence. Chance now for us to go around the grounds. Reservoir 3-3-21, leading St Mary's 1-2-8, and Heidelberg West, same score as earlier, 2-2-14, trailing Watsonia 3-5-23 as the ball now back into play, and we are set for the restart now, so just a short delay there.
So Parkside now looking for men going for the huddle and break tactic. I can see up at centre half back. A kick up straight up the guts there, so no break. Ball on the ground here at centre half forward. Lowther comes away with it. A handball inside the forward 50. Another opportunity for Panton Hill. Picked up off the deck. Kick was smothered. Parkside trying to get it out. Again, a second opportunity, and now they'll run it out right up the guts. Here we go, Parkside through the middle, a kick up the centre of the ground to centre half forward. Abdul Wahed couldn't take the mark, ball hits the deck. Running onto this one here, looks like Amore might have been out there. Back inside the forward 50 here, Parkside, kick up. Potter couldn't take the mark, out the back. Box did really well to get a hand onto it. Abe Williams, handballs back inside to Strongman, back to Abe Williams, and they extract out of defence here, kick out to the flank. Good mark taken out there. McGough just dropped it at the last second. Parkside kicking inside the centre of the ground to go back inside the forward 50 again to the hot spot. Venables couldn't take it the first time. It hit the deck. Potter's there as well. Kicks on for the ground up to the perimeter of the forward 50 here. Just bounces past his target there, and McLaren did really well there. Box gets it back again, dances around one, kicks up to the wing now. Parkside Good opportunity here. Lowther takes it on the
brilliant.
spin. Handball off now, and they're running through the middle of the ground. Byrne goes inside the centre, and a good mark taken inside the forward 50. Well, it was back and forth play. It went from Parkside to Panton Hill to Parkside to Panton Hill, and Panton Hill now have another shot at goal inside the forward 50.
How good was that gather and spin from Lowther there in the wet? Fantastic stuff there, and he's been one of the best on ground so far.
Also well done by Finnan, just protected the drop zone, didn't it? Took the mark on the chest, but never allowed the defender to reach around and get an arm in as he comes back now. High shot on goal, holding its line. I think he's got it. Waiting on the umpire, he gives the all clear, and Finnan kicks his second goal of the afternoon. Panton will have 4 there, 4-2-26. Parkside is 1-3-9. Just going back to that earlier entry inside 50 for Parkside, there was the kick, the soccer kick in hope more than anything to centre the ball, but they probably would rather it out of bounds, lock it inside. It gave Panton Hill an opportunity to go coast to coast, and in the end cost them a goal on a day where they're going to be hard to come by. So a bit probably too flary than what needed to be.
So Ben Finnan with his second goal of the day. Scores now read 4-2-26. Panton Hill to Parkside 1-3-9, and the ball back in the centre of the ground. Cranebourne getting a hand to it. Ball hits the deck. Parkside are going to get it out of here though from the midfield. Kicking up inside the forward line. Boxes out the back. Burton's up inside the forward 50 now for Parkside as well. Off the ground. Tries to get it again the second time. Box comes diving in. Really well done there from Will Box. Ball spills out though to Venables, who dances around a few. Snaps it inside the forward 50 on the lead. Potter takes a mark. And Panton Hill are going to go... Parkside will go back and they have a shot for their second goal of the day.
Venables been great. He's been so lively inside that forward line. Had a shot on goal which he missed earlier on, but he's just been so lively. You probably argue he's been their best in this first quarter.
So Potter, pretty much directly in front, will kick from about 35 metres out. Coming in now. Right foot kick on the way. Looks pretty good. It's coming back. It's not coming back enough. And just one behind, so Parkside now 1-4-10 to Panton Hill 4-2-26.
He missed that in the approach to the goal, wasn't it, Tommy? It was a stagnant start. He was actually walking towards that right goalpost, wasn't he? And that's the way that the ball went. So an opportunity missed. They've missed a few now. Parkside 1-4-10 to 4-2-26.
And now Panton Hill moving off half back. That kick is no good. It's a direct turnover. And Parkside with another chance to reload here at half forward, about 60 metres out from goal they are now. And will it just be a high kick to the hot spot, or he's seen someone to pick out, but it's a Panton Hill player, Tristan Cranborg, just standing in the hole in front of the man he was trying to kick to on the lead. And he'll release again for Panton Hill from the back half. Long ball out to the wing. Going after that one was Gilmore, and he laid his teammate into some space with a very nice handball. That was Darcy Malloy, and he's now running to half forward. High kick inside the forward half. Lowther's going to take the mark out the back, and Parkside defenders, they had the numbers there but weren't able to get to the drop of the kick. It was a beautiful kick from Darcy Malloy and landed right in the lap of Lowther, who's been, as I was saying before, absolutely fantastic so far in this first quarter.
He actually gave it off to Byron. Who was Byron who put the long kick in? But you give those kind of players too much space and time, and they'll cut you up each time. It was just too easy a transition from defence into attack for Panton Hill. Lowther comes in now and nails the goal, and they edge further in front. Panton Hill 5-2-32, Parkside 1-4-10, and that miss down the other end is made even more costly now, isn't it? An opportunity goes begging, and it turns into the old 11-point play.
The difference between the two sides so far in the first quarter has been the defence for both teams. Every time Parkside's gone inside the forward 50, players back there like Strongman, Bryce and Box have really worked hard to get it back out of defence. Every time it goes inside the forward 50 for Panton Hill, the Parkside defence just don't look up to it, and Finnan and Lowther have been able to take marks freely.
And I love the way the Panton Hill midfield all move back to help out their defence. You've seen McGough back there, you've seen Hendry back there, Amore goes back there, Anthony Bryce we've seen there back a few times. It's been fantastic to see them helping out their defence and the run and carry when they repel and spread.
So the ball has just progressed a few metres up from the centre circle, favouring Parkside here, just on their more attacking side of the centre square. Ball thrown up. Cranebourne gets a tap down, but it comes out to Panton Hill, a Parkside player, kicking inside the forward 50 here. Abdelwahed couldn't take the mark. Well, at the back, Potter has to run back. Gives off to Wells. Wells with a snap on the left foot, goes to the hot spot in the goal square. Well, an opportunity was missed. The mark was dropped, but the quarter time siren has gone. And at quarter time, it is Panton Hill with the early lead. 5-2-32 to Parkside at 1-4-10. Tommy Flanagan, take us through the goal scorers.
The goal scorers for the day: Ben Finnan with 2 for Panton Hill, Nick Lowther with 1, and Zach Williams with 1. And one unknown goal scorer. We didn't quite say who scored I think it was the third goal today.
I think we put it down as Duckworth. Final confirmation of that throughout the afternoon as the Cloud coach Gary Ramsey walks by. Could see him out there supporting his former club at Panton Hill.
5-2, 32 Panton Hill leading Parkside 1-4-10 at the break. And straight away here at the start of this second term, we've got a free kick going to Panton Hill. Lowther will have it in the centre of the ground.
This man again.
He's just assessing his options. Probably a early contender for the Narellan Pools player of the day, you'd have to say. Kick inside the forward 50. Venables out the back, did really well, split the pack. Handball back to go forward. Gresham, he's harassed there. Panton Hill getting bodies in there, really desperate. Venables finds a man on the outer side. That's Knowles who takes it at right half back, and he'll look to play up along the wing and find someone further along the field.
And it's a high ball up to that wing position, as you said, Jordan. Underneath it was Thompson there for Parkside. Laying the tackle there was Hendry. Ball at ground level. It's going to be a bounce right in front of our commentary position. Pretty sloshy on this side of the ground if it comes a little bit closer to the boundary line.
Yeah, I don't want anyone sliding in this slosh. It's going to spray us with mud. Cranborg taps it down, gets off to a player there. Abe Williams now diving in. Handball to Lowther was a bit wayward. At centre half back here, Duckworth was that pushing the back against his man, Wells, at the bottom of this one, and we'll have a ball up here at centre half forward for Panton Hill. A lot of players around the stoppage. Only 2 men inside the forward 50 here for Panton Hill. Parkside have 3 men back, so playing with the loose man there. Boys kicked in there as well, and it is the loose man who takes the mark back there. That's Darren Gresham, the fullback. He's going to find Sableberg out on the outer side.
So Sableberg takes the mark between left back pocket and left half back, and he switches the ball into the middle. Finds his man in Jamie Gresham, who was one of the better Parkside players in that first quarter. He switches further out to Jaden Went, and now a little ball into the middle. This is better ball movement from Parkside, and they've got the runner in Knowles, and he goes with a right foot kick. And there's numbers here for Parkside. Mark taken there by McLaren. He can chip it in short to the man in Venables if he wanted to, but he decides to go long. Kick it up to the hot spot. Probably not the right idea, and an easy mark is going to be taken there at the back for Panton Hill.
Might be Joffa Byron getting back there. He's not in the forward line at the moment, so I think that's him down there in the far pocket. Kick up to the wing, fly from the back there from Strongman, couldn't take it. Bryce gets it back again, handballs off to Strongman once again, and he's going to wheel around on the right boot, gets it up to half forward, and there's a player back here for Parkside taking the mark back there is Darren Gresham, chips it up to the wing and finds Sableberg again. So Sableberg now goes back in ball to Gresham. It was a bit heavy, but Gresham got back and took the mark just in front of Duckworth. Gresham now goes with the low kick. Really well done. Good kick. Finds McLaren. Handballs off now to Jamie Gresham. He wheels around one. Gets on the left. Kick at goal. Has it got the carry? It doesn't. It's just tapped over the line for a boundary throw-in. Probably the best option there for Parkside.
Now, that wasn't a goal, but I just saw then for the first time the Panton Hill defence was pretty flat-footed when the ball was coming into the forward half then. They don't want to develop that as the quarter goes on.
It was a nice controlled build-up, wasn't it, really? Just chip past, and then when they had the opportunity to play on an attack, they did it.
So throwing in the pocket here for Parkside. Looks like Will Box doing the ruck work down there. Taps it up, back up to the boundary line, and we'll have another throw in there in the same Parkside pocket.
No,
actually, a free kick has been picked out. My apologies.
Opportunity here for Parkside if they can find a free man. Still pretty stagnant inside the forward half. You might have to go for the set shot. Can't quite see which player it is on the far side. Deep in the pocket. It's going to be a very difficult kick. You might go the right foot around the corner or maybe the left foot check side. He's gone the left foot check side. Doesn't look too bad, but it ends up being quite bad. It faded out in the wind and ended up being out on the full.
Bennett there, you never know what to expect with him. He can produce the miraculous, but not one of his best efforts there.
So in the flank now for Panton Hill, kick up to Williams. The wing. Box tries to take the mark, ball off hands, did really well just to get the spoil in, and there'll be a throw in on the centre wing. Box has been he's been good. He's been pushing up from defence and playing in midfield as well, just getting in hard. He had a fantastic game last week. I mean, it's his standard now, Will Box. I mean, he's so fantastic back there. He's the hard man for Panton Hill. As the ball is thrown back in here on the wing, Hendry just gets it to himself. Lost it at the end. Sableberg diving in. Really well done from Sableberg. Gets the handball out. Comes back to Hendry though. Hendry now snaps towards the wing in the centre of the ground. Wells drops the mark. McGough gets in there for Panton Hill. Gets the ball out. Was that a throw? Umpire says no. Duckworth now snaps around the body inside the forward pocket here. A tap on there from Finnan into the pocket. Sableberg is the only man back for Parkside. Has to control it here. He does, and just whams it on the boot up to the forward flank here. Wells it. McLaren, was he caught high? Umpire says no. McLaren going in again, ball on the ground. Really good opportunity here for Panton Hill. Darren Gresham gets back there and gets it on the boot again, going inside the centre of the ground. Parkside, they have the run on here, taking the mark back there, defensive side of the centre square. Parkside going back inside the centre half forward position. Venables dropped it. A free kick has been paid to Venables, so the forward foray here will continue for Parkside. Venables puts it on the boot, finds a man in the pocket, making a lead, and a good mark taken back there. That might be McKinley in the forward flank. He's going to play on quickly, goes with the shot at goal, has it got the accuracy, it's going to the line, tap over the boundary line, and just one behind for Parkside.
Well, they haven't got reward for effort yet, but they've definitely moved the ball much better here in this second quarter. They've been lowering the eyes, not just bombing along to the top of the goal square and hoping that someone's going to take down a big hanger in the wet conditions. They've been slicing through with nice little passes through the midfield. It's good to see.
So first score of the second quarter there was a behind to Parkside as they go back inside the forward 50, out the back, boxed really well to get the spoil in, and it's punched over the boundary line for another throw-in.
You can't allow him to just go up third man up, can you? Even the prior behind, it was Cranberg who'd gone back and slapped the back over his head for a behind. The reason being was his opponent, McKinley, was one having a shot on goal, so you just can't allow these tall defenders to get back and do as they please.
So Rucks to go at it again, that one down by Cranborg. Opportunity for a goal here. There were a couple of Parkside players sneaking out the back of that contest, but Panton Hill did well to lock it up. Now Hendry can't get a clean handball away to a teammate. Now high ball, close to the goal square. It's going to fade to the left for one behind. And that's going to be Parkside 1 goal 6-12 to Panton Hill 5-2-32.
Byron kicks out of defence, goes up to centre half back and finds his man there. Good mark taken at centre half back for the Redbacks. Little chip over to the flank, finds Lowther, who takes the mark the second time around.
Hasn't he been good?
He's been fantastic so far. Nick Lowther kicks out to the wing, finds a man out there. Now they're running up along the wing here, Panton Hill. Pick up the centre half forward, it eludes Williams. Gresham down there as well. Hendry gets it off the ground for Panton Hill, kicking inside the forward 50. Kennedy is one-on-one with his man. A good interception there from Sableberg. Has to get the hands off to Gresham, who's done really well so far in this second turn. Handball was wayward, and they'll have a throw-in now on inside the forward 50 for the Panton Hill Redbacks.
Just on those forward 50 inches, Kennedy continues to trail Finn into the ball. I know on the wet day like this, you don't want to get caught at the back, but you can't afford to give up front position by 5 or so metres, and it just allows Finnan to have more space and time when he does actually attack that footy.
And he's such a dangerous player too, Ben Finnan. You don't want to give him too much of that time and space, as Sam mentioned. So Lowther's gone into pinch hit in the ruck. He'll be going up against Thompson. Thompson wins that one down easily. He's got a teammate who's taking clean possession, but he has to go again, Thompson, as the ball goes to ground level. Opportunity here for Panton Hill as a quick kick comes out of the contest, but it's gone way wide, out on the full. Degree of difficulty quite high there.
Yeah, I would have thought it would be a 10 out of 10 there for degree of difficulty. As Gresham now prepared to bring the ball back into play. It's been great. Just fits straight back in that team as an attempt a dive for a 50 there from Sableberg goes unnoticed as he gives it back now to Gresham. Kick into a dangerous position, and Cranberg's just going to get back and take the mark right on attacking 50.
Williams on his own.
Goes in that direction. Williams is going to fly unmarked, really dropped probably what he should have taken in the end. Socket off the ground there by McLaren, a foot race. Ball goes to the forward pocket, picking it up there. Bryce, second time around, gave a handball back. That kick inside forward 50 goes to a dangerous spot. Wells is there for Parkside, couldn't control it. Gresham did really well though, gave it off. Now they're moving now out to halfback. That Ramos on the far side takes the mark, forced to go back over his line. They've got numbers on the inside. If he wants to use one of those, he does. Taking it now is Stevens, who's been unsighted thus far. Chipping inside to McLaren, still inside that centre square. McLaren, and there's his options. Goes wide. It's not the best effort. Man in front for Panton Hill, couldn't take the mark. Going to give it just a quick kick in hope. It's worked out really well though. They've got a man running onto it here. The man with the footy there for Panton Hill Footy Club, chipping forward. There was Duckworth, and the kick in the pocket spots up Finnan, who marks right on the boundary line.
Finnan's going to play on quickly here. Left foot kick to the hot spot. Centering kick at the back, taking the mark. Really well done, and that's Byrne who takes the mark, and he's about 20 metres out and going to line up on a 45-degree angle for Panton Hill's sixth goal of the day.
You were mentioning too much time and space for Ben Finnan, and on that occasion he was able to get the stop ball after he took that mark, and just a beautiful lace-out ball. And another goal coming up here for Panton Hill. That one is straight over the goal umpire's hat. 6-2-38. Plays Parkside 1-6-12. They're getting away.
That was just so smart to get in there quickly before those Panton Hill Parkside defenders were able to get back and really clog the danger spot. Finnan assessed the situation, got it on quickly. It was a 2-on-1, but he played it so well. Byrne was the man at the back of the pack, put it 5 metres over the two Parkside defender's head, and Byrne was just able to go back and take a simple chest mark. Around the grounds, we've got Reservoir on 4-5-29, St Mary's 1-39, and Heidelberg West is 4-2-26, trailing Watsonia 5-10-40.
So 38 plays, 12 here halfway through the second term. And McKinlay from the ruckwork gets a big leap, but it comes out to a Panton Hill player. Kick a high one up to centre half forward. Out the back, Gresham couldn't take it the first time. Hits the deck. Bryce gets a little kick onto it. High one. Coming in from the side. Williams couldn't take it. Lowther's in there as well, trying to spin his way out of trouble. Was that holding the ball?
It was
and
paid advantage.
Paid advantage to Parkside. Kick up to centre half forward. And Shogman couldn't take the mark the first time around. Hockey getting in there as well. Really well done from Hockey. Gets it off the ground. Handball back to McLaren. McLaren tries to paddle it to his advantage. Panton Hill players coming in though. A big tackle laid. Panton Hill come away with it here in the centre of the ground. Strongman handballs off to McGough. McGough wrapped up in a big tackle. Holding the ball. Parkside get the free kick in the middle of the ground.
So Parkside with an opportunity to reload inside forward 50. That one's Gresham. He goes long to the outer side. Almost a mark taken there. I think it might have been Taha. And ball slid inside forward 50. Opportunity for a goal. Ball at ground level. Neutral ball. He's been held onto the Parkside player, and there's going to be a free kick. It was Kane Gilmore, the offender there. And the player with the footy is going to be...
I think that's Shane Potter up there.
It is Potter. And he had a shot earlier in the day, missed that one. It was a gettable opportunity at the other end in the first quarter, and he'd be wanting to put this one through.
He just needs to, they don't deserve to be blown away here. They've been committed to the contest, just missed so many opportunities. They actually had the better this quarter, yet the only goal has gone Panton Hill's way, and Potter's kick is just holding a sign. No, it's faded across just too far. And another opportunity goes begging. Same scoring shots here, but it's 25-point differential on the scoreboard. It's Panton Hill 6 goals, 238. Parkside is 1 goal, 7-13.
They're frittering away the opportunities, as Sam just said. Joffa Byron now with a long kick out to the wing. There's a fair few players around this contest. One of them is Duckworth. He goes to the left foot, snap around the corner, and it got to its intended target, Kremborg. He's right in front of our commentary position here. And he goes with a left foot kick up to half forward. He's going to get a mark here from Finnan. That was a good, strong lead by Ben Finnan. We've seen him do that many times this year throughout season 2013.
He's a good player, isn't he, Finnan?
Fantastic.
Just assesses the situation so much quicker than any Parkside defender. Keeps that front spot, and he's just been able to take every mark on the chest.
And a high ball this time inside forward 50. No one could take the mark at ground level. Going after that ball was Byrne, and he tried to get a handball out to a teammate. He's going to have to go again here, Byrne. Here's Gilmore going in hard, gets it out to Hendry at 50. He's going to be tackled if he doesn't dispose of it soon. Sees strongman short, and on the second grab he takes quite a good mark. He's too far out to score, about 60 metres with the wet ball, but he spots a man in the pocket. Almost got to his target in Williams. Williams is going to have to go hard for a second effort here because Parkside have got the numbers, but he might get a free kick here.
He was straight to the ground. He charged the footy and got a holding free kick, and that was just sheer will, wasn't it? There, ball went over his head, and he refused to give up on it. Now an opportunity. He's deep in the pocket, similar position before to where Finnan centred it. He's going to do the same thing now. That's just far too easy, isn't
relaxed
it?
defending.
And Duckworth, well, he nearly dropped an absolute sitter. Fortunately, the rebound went back in his direction. He was able to take the easiest of marks, 20 metres out from goal, slight angle, but a player of Tim Duckworth's ability, you would imagine he'd put this one through and further add to Parkside's despair.
And that's just got to be a killer for team morale on a wet day like this. It's very frustrating to see little chip passes go through like that, and that kick is not too bad from Duckworth. He split the sticks again, and Panton Hill have got 7 goals in the first half.
Again, though, that all comes back to Abe Williams and just his sheer desire to keep going after the footy when all looked lost. The ball went over his head from the initial pass, kept the ball in, won the free kick, and then spotted up Tim Duckworth all by himself, 20 metres out from goal.
It's getting away from him, isn't it, Jordan?
7-2-44, 1-7-13. It's been a case of wasted opportunities for Parkside. 7 behinds so far in this first half for just 1 goal. It is, as you said, Tom, getting away from it at the moment. Panton Hill just being too accurate so far in this first 2 quarters.
We've kicked the last 4 goals in succession now. Parkside obviously only the 1 goal. That was about midway through the first quarter when Michael Thompson converted a free kick.
Ball back in the centre here. Krainborg taps it down. The Parkside come away with it here through the middle, kicking up to the forward flank. The race is on for the footy here. The bounce just eludes Thompson there. Box getting back. Bryce lays a Shepherd. Box still with it here. Did really well, Box. But good assist there from Bryce. Box now kicks up to the wing position. O'Connor couldn't take the mark. Ball on the ground. Smith getting in there as well. Duckworth diving in for the ball. Ball still out here on the wing, just bobbling around the legs of about 20 players here. Ball kicked out now to Craneborg, who has to take it carefully here. Craneborg, the big man, getting down low really well. Hendry drops it the first time, goes back for the second effort. McGough kicked off the ground. Ball inside the forward 50 here. Byrne just weaving his way out of trouble. Off to McGough. McGough kicks inside the forward 50. Out the back, really good mark taken from Gresham. And out of defence here, Gresham kicks up to centre half back.
It's been a real shining light, Gresham, but that kick, not one of his best. He went into the middle of the ground when there wasn't really a clear option. And now running hard after as a Parkside player. One-on-one with him is Strongman. And it's quite congested there on the outer side. Picking that ball up now is, I think that's a Moray. And now Panton Hill moving in waves, going high inside 450. A mark could be taken here by Duckworth if he's clever. Nice work there by the Parkside defence to extract the ball from their defensive half. And now sliding little ball into the middle of the ground is going to see them out of the back 50.
So Venables takes it at centre half back. That was really well done before, just a few moments ago from Gresham to get the spoil on Duckworth. As Venables goes right into the centre circle, ball off hands, hits the deck. In there is Venables, so my apologies.
McLaren first up.
And kick is smothered in the middle of the ground. McLaren in there as well. Free kick has been picked out and it will go the way of Parkside. So Jamie Gresham has it here. Hands off to McLaren. Kick inside the forward 50 to centre half forward. Ball on the ground. Oh, good mark taken back there from Byron. And he's going to kick out to Abe Williams.
He does swing it out to Abe Williams, and he's got a man on short if he wants to go to him. It's Strongman, who presents well for him and takes the mark. Not far away from us on the left wing here for Panton Hill. And he moves it into the middle of the ground. It was a good kick, found his teammate, didn't have to break stride, and then a sliding little ball to Finnan, who takes a magnificent slips catch. The left-hander stuck the left juke up, and the ball was going a million miles an hour, but he was able to stick it like Selly's glue, just straight into the hand. Sensational.
Well, Brendan O'Connor was the man who just speared that pass in, but you can just tell that, I don't know whether it's fatigue or they're starting to just fall away completely, but so much space now for Panton Hill players, isn't it? Moving the ball forward and an opportunity for Finnan to go back now and kick what would be his third goal of the afternoon. He has no troubles whatsoever, and Ben Finnan is putting on a clinic in the forward 50. Panton Hill moves to 8 goals, 250. Parkside 1-7-13. This game is, well, if it's not already gone past Parkside, it's very close to doing so.
What a magnificent mark.
He cushioned the momentum with his left hand and it just stuck there. I mean, in the wet, you'd think that would just slip right out, but
wet conditions, heavy ball, directly opposed to your one-on-one opponent. You would think that it would be difficult to reel that one in, but as I was saying, the liquid nails just bang.
So 3 goals to zip this quarter for the Panton Hill Football Club. They're now out to a 37-point lead. Around the grounds, it's Reservoir. They're 4 goals, 5-29 to St Mary's 2-3-15, and Heidelberg West is 4-2-26, trailing Watsonia 8-10-58.
And that goal there takes Ben Finnan to 40 goals so far this season, comfortably leading the goal scoring table for Division 3 as the ball moves back into the centre of the ground now. McKinlay gets the tap down. Hockey couldn't take it. Ball on the deck here. Kick out from Gresham. After the half forward flank. Wells couldn't take it the first time. Struggling at the back. Receives it there for Panton Hill. Kicks up towards the wing. And Darcy Malloy takes the mark on the outer side. He's going to go back on his mark and look for an option. He's got Duckworth making a lead. He goes there, so Duckworth takes the mark inside the centre square. The switch is on now, kicks out to Bryce. It bounces once in front of him. He takes it cleanly here, Bryce. Handball's in front of him there. Williams couldn't take it the first time, has to wheel around. That's a Moray. That is Williams. Did really well. Williams snapped around the body. Had a lot of swing, but not enough, and it goes in for a behind.
That would have been a magnificent goal if he had to put that one through. The left foot check side after evading a couple.
On the opposite boot as well, wasn't it? It was an unbelievable effort, but again, just goes to show much time and space to get inside forward 50. Parks are certainly waning in the second part of this second quarter.
Really sort of iffy kick there from the kick out, but they get it, take it off eventually. Gresham now hands off to a running player beside him, kicking up to half forward. Byron's back there and takes the mark at right half back. Kick out to the wing, finds Darcy Malloy, takes it on the chest, wheels around and just chips it inboard to O'Connor, who takes it now. O'Connor, the third highest goal scorer this season for Panton Hill, kicking inside the forward 50, takes the mark in there. Amore goes further inside the forward 50, into the pocket. Finnan takes out the wheel around one, handballs into the pocket again, snap around the body. Well, it's a little bit of a shank, but it goes up to the hot spot, and Darcy Malloy takes the mark, and he's going to go back. Not much of an angle, and 30 metres out. Kicking hopefully ninth goal of the day for Panton Hill. Just watching how comfortable Joffa Byron is at half back. It's a fantastic recruit, Ben Finnan, to be able to release him to play that role throughout this season. It's just given them an extra method of run from the back half, and that kick has just faded to the right. It's going to be one behind. To me, it looks like Joffa Byron's gotten a lot fitter as well. I mean, last year we saw him in the forward line, just sort of, leading out of the goal square playing there, and this year he looks like he's slipped down a bit and he's really become more of a mobile player across half back as well for Panton Hill. So that's I suppose a commendment for him for doing that over the off-season. From fullback here, Parkside, Wells kicks it out towards the left half-back flank. A lot of players converge underneath this one. Smith just takes the mark. We'll go back here, looking at the players further up on the wing. Kicks out to the flank, diving mark not taken. Ball wrapped up on the outer side, and there will be a stoppage on the centre wing, far side of the ground.
Rain's certainly picking up now, hasn't it, as well? Getting a lot heavier, the ground starting to look a lot heavier than did it at the commencement of play, so going to be a tough second half ahead.
Also on the ground here on the half-forward area. Kick a high one up to the hot spot there for Panton Hill. At the back, Finnan did really well.
Magnificent.
Just took it on the chest. The ball spilled out, and Duckworth kicks a goal. That was really well done. Finnan just took the mark and sort of spilled out of his hands, but Duckworth was there to mop up.
Advantage paid for head-high contact. A couple of Parkside defenders just crashed into Finnan's head as he was taking that mark. I don't think he actually completed the mark, so that's why the advantage was given.
And the score now goes out to... what's happening here? I think the score has been...
finding the ball again, Jordan.
Yeah, finding the ball. There you go. Bit of a stoppage and play again. But the score is now 9-4-58 to Parkside 1-7-13, and Panton Hill running away with it.
Just on a side note, I love the way local footy's umpired. On the outer wing, there was a contest before with Jared McGough, who took the mark, and he was hit from behind just as he took the mark. Kane Corns got a week for that last week. I love the way that we just let it go in local footy. We're not Ticky Touchwood. It's fantastic.
Should be like that at the higher level, I reckon. Just let the play go on. Ball back in the centre of the ground here. Craneborg flies up. Both ruckman miss it. Craneborg again for the second efforts. At the bottom of this pack here, and we'll have another stoppage right in the centre of the ground. The ground certainly affected by this heavy rain. It's been pouring down since the commencement of play at the start of the first quarter, but ball back here in the middle. Laudo is in there as well. A little kick out up towards the wing. Duckworth in the race here, puts the Shepherd on. Did really well, flattened his opponent. Handball off to O'Connor. O'Connor has to wheel around one. Smith lays a good tackle, and Parkside did really well in defence. Burton now just wheels his way around. Handballs off to Gresham, who gets his way through one. Gets on the boot, gets off to McLaren, just bouncing in front of him. Off to Hockey, back to the run of McLaren. Kicking up to centre half forward here. At the back there, Bennett couldn't take it. On the ground, Byron. Still here, Abdul Wahed did really well to get his way out of trouble. Snap around the body, inside forward 50. Bennett running onto it in the pocket, can't take it. A little handball off. They've just kept it in here. This is Thompson keeping the ball alive in the pocket. Bennett now is wrapped up in the tackle. Ball on the ground. Evans is in there. Really good movement there from Parkside to get it up there. That was well done as well from Abdul Wahed on the left forward flank there, just to wheel his way through three players and get it up. And there's a stoppage now here in the deep in the forward 50 for Parkside.
So a lot of numbers around this stoppage. Parkside trying to sneak a late goal here in the second quarter. There's going to be another stoppage, neutral ball you would think. A lot of players around the footy. Will Box on top of one of the Parkside players at the bottom of the pack, and we'll have another bounce.
You just feel that Bennett's almost wasted in that forward 50, don't you? The ball really got down in the past 10 minutes. One of their key plays just locked inside that forward pocket. Needs to probably be relieved and get onto the ball for a little while.
Here at centre half forward, Knowles has to get it off the bounce. Ball on the ground here. Parkside still with an opportunity, but running away with it there. Panton Hill, a wobbly old kick up to left half forward. Finnan in the race for it. Bounces over his head. Gresham harassing him. Did really well. In fact, that was Wendt. And a punch over the boundary line for a throw-in on the forward flank for Panton Hill Redbacks.
Now that's what Wendt needs to do. Keep a body on Finnan at all times. Don't let him get 5 metres in front of him, because that's how we've seen Finnan affect the scoreboard so far today. He's been able to get away, as Sam was saying earlier. He just stayed nice and close to him then Wendt.
So a stoppage right in front of our commentary position here. Ball eludes both ruckmen. Smith was in there, bumped off the ball, goes again the second time, and another ball up here right in front of our commentary position. Left half forward flank for Panton Hill. They lead 58-13. Thompson doing the ruck work as he did all last week. A bit of a bump off the ball there, and there will be a free kick to Parkside. I think it might be Hockey at the bottom of this one. And so they'll receive a free kick here at right half back. Parkside is a bit groggy to get up there, Hockey.
He's been yellow carded, McGough. I don't think that was fully intentional. I think both players were just going for the footy, and that was just a really solid contest. Hockey just coming off second best there, unfortunately.
I think we'll see a lot of that today, but maybe not as severe as that, but a lot of bodies flying in and just players getting hit in the wet weather. There will be a lot of players around the contested footy, so yeah, it will be a bit of that. None of which I think will be malicious, but just a bit severe there from a Goth. Off to Burton now. Burton for Parkside goes up to the wing. A lot of players out on this side. Ball off hands. Gresham is in there. Lays a really good tackle on Box, but it was holding the man. That was in fact, I think that might be Still who has that there, and he'll have it now on the wing. Left foot kick up to the flank. Finds Cranberg right in front of us. Takes a good chest mark. Cranberg now going back on his mark, looking for players inside the forward 50 to kick to. A lot of Panton Hill players streaming forward. Left foot kick goes into the hot spot at the back. Who can take the mark? A big punch at the back there from Smith. And the ball's going to go, or Abe Williams just keeps it in. Handball's in board. And Zach Williams kicks the goal right in front of the sticks. That was really well done from both the Williams there. Abe firstly to keep it in, and then Williams to get himself in a good position.
Abe Williams could have just conceded that ball was going to roll out of bounds, but he went flat knacker at that footy to try and affect the contest and do something with it, and he ends up getting a goal. It's fantastic effort, testament to the hard work.
And it really shows the endeavour of Panton Hill as well.
Yep.
They lead comfortably, and they could have just been content to let that ball roll out of bounds, but they lead 10-4, 64 to 1-7-13, and they still want as many goals as they can.
It's probably a slightly unfair scoreline, but they have been definitely the best side.
Well, the past 10 minutes has been all Panton Hill, hasn't it? And they've made that impact on the scoreboard, kicking 3 goals, so Parkside's certainly falling away in the latter stages of the first half.
Looks like the Range just picked up another notch here late on in his second term as the ball's locked up at centre half forward for Parkside.
Plenty of eager kids waiting to get in the ground as well at half time. The CFA Cup, I think it's the young children from the St Andrews Primary School playing the Oz kick, so they're going to get some pretty tough conditions.
Ball here in the back 50 for Panton Hill, kicking up towards centre half forward. At the back there, Gresham couldn't take it, gets a second time though. Wells is in there as well. Lowther doing really well. Ball on the ground here, Byrne is in there. Tackle over the top, and there'll be a ball up at centre half forward for Panton Hill.
So keeping your feet is going to be extremely important in this second half. We've seen that so far in the first half. It is a very important factor, but in the second half it will be all the more important as the rain continues to pour down heavier. Mark's been taken here in the defensive half for Parkside. Good mark at that contested effort there, and now they'll move through the middle of the ground. They've got numbers too. Good mark taken there at centre half back
from Burton.
Burton it was, and he switches it into the middle of the ground and finds yet another teammate who can get it long inside the forward 50. Bennett is down there at ground level, but the siren's going to beat any forward thrust that Parkside tried to create there in the last moments. And the score at half-time, Panton Hill 10 goals for 64, the ladder leaders, leading Parkside 1 goal 7-13.
It's been a really good, it's been a good quarter there for Panton Hill. I don't think, Parkside have probably kept the same sort of intensity going towards the footy. The midfield has been good, but it's just their defence going inside the forward 50. I mean, what can you do about guys like Finnan and Abe Williams and Lowther? They've been too strong. Just before we go to a break and around the ground scores, Ben Finnan with 3 goals, Tim Duckworth with 2, Nick Lowther with 1, and Zach Williams for 1 for Panton Hill. The only goal scorer for Parkside, Michael Thompson.